So hello jelly babes, welcome back to my channel. So when I did my review of these EC Cosmetics dip powders, you wanted to know basically like obviously a wear test and the removal process, because apparently it can be a pain in the bum to soak it off basically. So for this one I have done, like for one nail I've done the soak off, and for all the others I actually put on a peel off gel base coat on underneath just to sort of have a bit of comparison. So I did expect these to last a little bit longer, but I mean 14 days is still a good amount of time for it to last. So I always sort of buff off that first layer first, and I'm going to put these little silicone caps on now. So I'm going to soak that for 20 minutes and then I am going to peel this off. So you want a cuticle pusher, you can use a wooden one. Now you want to go sort of gently with this because obviously the dip powder, it is a lot more firmer than a gel powder, so you don't want to be damaging your sort of natural nail underneath trying to prise this off. But I did manage to get a clean pop, and then I nearly had a heart attack because I thought that was my nail, but it isn't. It's just part of the peel off gel base that I used. My nails always look this horrendous after I do any gel removal, but basically as soon as I clean it up and put some cuticle oil on, it looks tons better, so don't be alarmed by that. I don't have very good nails, to be honest. So I'm just going to show you one more time. So you want to get that pointy bit in first just to get it to sort of like lift a little bit. And then just ping it off. If you're struggling to get anything off, you can just literally put some acetone on these caps and, you know, soak it for 5 minutes, and that will make sure that all of the gel polish is removed. So I am just very gently pushing this off. I didn't want to push too hard or anything like that because I don't want to damage my natural nail. It does feel quite a bit different to like how you would remove a gel polish. It's quite sticky. So I didn't want to overly be like I say, I didn't want to be putting too much pressure on with this. So I tried to get off as much as possible, but obviously at this point I realised that it's going to have to, you know, be soaked for a longer period of time. But I just managed to get that last little bit off, but then I didn't really want to like keep, you know, prodding at it basically. I'll get my words out eventually. So I soaked it for like another 5 to 10 minutes. And this is a result. So you can see that like hardly anything's there, and it went like a proper chewing gum consistency as well. But to be honest, it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. For the sake of an extra 5 to 10 minutes soaking time, I would recommend soaking these off. Now obviously I haven't had any damage by using the peel off gel base coat. But obviously I don't know if continually you doing it that way could damage your nails. So I'm not obviously going to recommend something where I don't really know anything like concrete about it. So you always want to like cuticle oil your fingers after you are done. And like I say, it's only like an extra 5-10 minutes anyway, the normal soak off time. But it did soak off a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I just want to add this information in real quickly as well. If you're going to use a peel off gel base coat, whether you're going to do this dip powder mani or with any mani, it's not for swatching purposes or even for wearing a few days, which I found out the hard way recently. And it really damaged my natural nail. Because basically like with this one, obviously I've worn it for 14 days and there's no damage, and that's fine. But it's not for wearing for a few days and peeling off. It will damage your nails. It damaged mine. It peeled off a natural layer, like a strip of my natural nail off it. So yeah, either wear it for the long haul or don't bother putting gels on or soak them off basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I hope that you found this sort of review helpful, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.